In this demonstration, you will learn how to identify and activate Simcenter 3D files in Prepost. Okay, we will start by opening up a part. We're going to open what's termed a part file. You can see our part. We can dynamically rotate it inside of the graphics window. And the various parts of the user interface here, where you can see the part file name is called the Simulation Navigator. This is the resource bar. There are various navigators over here where you can change to, say, the post-processing navigator once we have results. Up on the top is the ribbon bar. There are tabs on the ribbon bar. Each tab contains its own set of commands, and depending on what type of analysis you're doing, this may look different. And you have the option to turn on various other tabs. If I right-click in there, you can see we have options to customize the user interface. The top border bar is this right here. The right border bar is over on the right-hand side, so you have the ability to change the user interface to make it the way that you want it and have the commands available that you need to do what you want to do. Next thing I'm going to do is right-click the part file and choose New FEM and Simulation. This is going to create two new files for us. One, the FEM, will store things like the mesh, and then the simulation will hold the solution and things like loads and constraints. We also see one other thing here, create the idealized part file. What the idealized part file will do is insulate the master part file from changes that are made inside of simulation. So say you did not want to change somebody else's part, you could make changes to the idealized part and then they would not be reflected back to the master part file. So here we have the solution dialog box. It gives us the solution type. We have solution 101 linear statics as a default. There are other choices. We're going to go ahead and go with the default and click Create Solution. It will create our solution for us. You can see it's now present here in the Simulation Navigator. And then we have other options that we're going to go ahead and accept the defaults on. And we'll get more into that as the training continues. So what you'll notice is the tabbed windows that we now have in the graphics window are the part file, the FEM file, and then the simulation file. The one that's active is the one that is highlighted in dark blue, which is the FEM file. Then you'll notice in the Simulation Navigator, only those things that are appropriate for that particular file will be shown. So if we go back to the part file, it will change back to just the part file name because that's all that's appropriate. Back to the FEM file, and we can see inside of the FEM file, we can see the idealized part and the actual part file. If we go to the simulation file, we can see the FEM file is inside of the simulation file. And that simulation file is based off of the master part file. So one other thing we're going to do is we're going to make the FEM file the work part. It's shown in blue, meaning it's the active, or in this case the term is work part. And you can see the title of the tab has changed to reflect that. So let's go ahead and change back to the work part as the sim part. We see a couple things that are blue now as the solution and subcase that are active. You can have multiple solutions, multiple subcases. The way you know which one is active is it will say it's active, but it will also be displayed in blue. Okay, so right now, in order to see the other parts, we have to go ahead and activate whatever tab for the part that we want to see. But there's also another way. If we take this simulation file, grab the tab, drag it down, we'll see this right here. If we select the piece in the center, it's just going to put it right back where it was. Or in this case, I want to put it on the right-hand side. It'll show you in blue what it's about to do, that it's going to occupy the right-hand side of the graphics window. So now that we've done that, we've got two in the left, one in the right. If we simply want to bring the FEM file and put it over here so that it's just a tab in this window, we select that middle button, and now we have the FEM file and the simulation file on the right, but you can only see one. That's not what we want. We want to put the FEM file on top, simulation file on the bottom, and we have the part file on the left. Now if we click the window, we'll activate it. We've got the part file. If we rotate that window, only that window rotates. We want to rotate another one. They're all independent at this point. If we go to the Results tab, we click on Synchronize Views. We'll select these two. Click the OK. And now when I rotate, they're going to rotate together. If I activate the simulation file, I can rotate that independently. If I want to reset these windows, I just go ahead and click Synchronize Views again, and now they're all independent once again. And if you wanted to synchronize all the views at once, just click that icon, and now they're all synchronized together. This ends the demonstration on identifying and activating Simcenter 3D files in pre-post.